Iceman inheritance, he raises questions about his own white race. He states, why are we like this? Of the aggressive and destructive acts of the Caucasians, Michael Bradley writes, much effort has been expended in attempts to make sense of our own apparently senseless behavior.
Oh, yes, indeed. We are at war. Now, you might say, oh, well, you know, the Ukraine situation and what have you, yeah, that war too. But we're right here domestically every day in our neighborhoods, where we come and go and do our business, go to work, play, school, just the normal things of life. But seemingly just doing that, there's an ongoing attack by those who, the citizens of the United States of America, are paying the salaries. And there's a count on social media concerning videos that has been produced since the onset of the smartphones. And there are over 32 million. You hear me? 32 million videos that show police brutality, police misconduct, murder in the first degree. And there's a pattern, you know, even to get you locked up, there's a pattern that's being used. You know, when they try to get your ID in states that's not, you know, you don't have to. You know, mainly your Fourth Amendment and your First Amendment rights are being violated every day. They tell you to shut up, listen to me, they won't let you talk or prove your innocence. They just automatically judge, jury, and execution. So that tells me we, the citizens, black, white, Latino, yellow, whatever, don't matter, we are at war. Sad. We shouldn't be at war. We should be at peace. You know? But, like the good book says, if at all possible, be at peace with all men. Seems like in this situation, they're not trying to allow it to be possible. Then you say, why? Then you go to the root reasons of why. Historically speaking, you were never meant to be a citizen if you are of African American descent. You were not meant to be a citizen of the United States. You were meant to just be here to work, and so that those who have conquered the land and committed genocide on the Native Americans who were here first can prosper and live in ease. You know, control the narrative, control what's being said. And there's those that we see now plain as day who are still representing that element. And they have a political party to back them up, the Republicans. You know, they are voting against everything that's progressive, everything that can move us forward. It's, you know, you got even prosecutors who will not prosecute police officers in wrongdoing. Qualified immunity is on the table still, and that's the sad part. Racism and this hatred, I believe, this scourge of America is going to bring America to its knees. If not, there's no God. And if there's no God, there's no justice. So, like Dr. King said, if I'm wrong, God is wrong. He said that, you know? And but who is going to say God is wrong? I don't care what your belief system is. You believe in a higher power, creator of all things, that sky blue up there, okay, the trees and the water, and you in particular. you believe that, then, you know, like I'm not going to get into no theological discussion, but understand, we're at war, and they're war in the heavenlies. You know, we fight not against flesh and blood, but of principalities and powers, rulers of the air. Now understand, you can break that down in a lot of ways. You know, demonic powers, rulers of the airways, the media, you know, because in a lot of these videos, people are being tortured. Children are being tortured. That kind of reminds me of pagan child sacrifice to demon spirits that was practiced in ancient days and in modern times, all over the world. Okay? Child sacrifice. Look at the Aztec Indians, the Mayans. They did it. Okay? A lot of African rituals were like that in ancient days. But this is not ancient days, baby. This is 2022. So protect yourself, stay prayed up, you know, and those who have legal gun license, carry them. Stay strapped up. Those who don't, get your pepper spray, your mace, whatever, because they're making laws that will allow the citizens to become vigilantes. And some are already. Look at George Zimmerman, and he's still walking around. And a few days ago, made 10 years that 10 years that Trayvon Martin was murdered by him. See, vigilantes, and some in Texas and Florida, and a lot of these officers have become vigilantes because you can go back on YouTube and look and see. Well, the Grand Wizard, the Grand Dragon of the KKK said it plain as day. He said, we don't have to wear no hoods anymore. We wear shirts and ties. And he started naming all the different careers. Police officers, politicians, lawyers, doctors, construction workers, teachers, school board members, city council members. Oh yeah, okay? Follow the money trails. Look at who's stopping the progress. Put their feet to the fire, okay? Vote them out of office, get them out, do whatever you gotta do. Okay, to save our children, to save our people, to make an imprint. Sometimes it just takes one person, like Malcolm, like Martin, Medgar Evers, Fannie Lou Hamer, Rosa Parks. There's so many armies of one. Be that army of one, because you were created by the one, and it seems like that other entity is hating on us because we are the children of the Most High. May God bless you. Stay in touch. Stay in touch. Listen, learn, read, study to show yourself approved. Protect your children. God bless.
I propose, he writes, that the white race possesses an atypical level of aggression. What is the definition of atypical? It's an adjective that means unusual, untypical, uncommon, unconventional, unorthodox, irregular, abnormal, anomalous, aberrant, and deviant. It is in the sphere of abnormal violence that we Caucasoids excel among races. Mr. Bradley writes, it is this kind of violence that makes our history appear senseless to other men and senseless and even baffling to ourselves.
Then you go to the root reasons of why. Historically speaking, you were never meant to be a citizen if you are of African American descent.
U.S. Senator James Ingalls from Kansas in 1890 was speaking to the president. Listen to his words. Mr. President, the race to which we belong is the most arrogant and rapacious, the most exclusive and indomitable in history. It is the conquering and the unconquerable race through which alone man has taken possession of the physical and moral world. All other races have been its enemies or its victims. Rapacious means destructive and vicious, engaging in violent pillaging and likely to harm or destroy things. An author and a Southerner named Gerald W. Johnson in 1964 wrote, "Of all the creatures to appear on this earth, the white man is the fiercest by far." John A. Hobson, an author, wrote on imperialism, and he writes, "An actual history of Western relations with lower races occupying lands on which we have settled throws then a curious light upon the theory of a trust for civilization. When the settlement approaches the condition of genuine colonization, it has commonly implied the extermination of the lower races, either by war or by private slaughter. These are the bloodshedders of our planet."
You were created by the one, and it seems like that other entity is hating on us because we are the children of the Most High.
These are the bloodshedders of our planet.